Hey now, let me make sure everybody can hear me. Hey now, let me check my audio settings. All right, it looks like I'm good. I got my USB audio interface. So guys, let me address something. First, we get the super chat real quick. Saturn Video, the $10 says the butter man just made the mistake of his life. He tried to bribe the apes with Reese's pumpkins. Now they've turned into a bunch of nutty loons. Who knows what's in store for the expandables? There we go. I'm in focus now. I wasn't in focus. And let me light up my. There you go. Now you can see Return of the Living Dead. So let me just address something real quick. Thank you so much, Saturn Video, for your support. So guys, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Brandon insisted tonight's show has to go on. I can't disclose what's going on with him. Obviously, he's got a personal family thing that he's dealing with right now. He is physically okay. But he said, Christian, I may be able to hop on later tonight. Please do the show. Don't let the fans down. Have fun tonight. And if I can hop on, I will. So let me do this. And I'm not alone, though. I am not alone. So let me get this clip going. This one's for Brandon right here.
It's always been Creepshow 2. One that we have is great value, so it's a Creepshow 2 also, to me, just feels like that perfect 80s time capsule. You know what I mean? Like with the Firebird and the second sequence and all that stuff. The one that we have is great value, so it's a Walmart brand. It'll flip your lunch tray.
What's up, guys?
The dude is here with us.
I'm here.
A new prescription for terror. What are you wearing tonight? You got Giggles hats and Giggles shirts?
Yeah.
So
it's all about Dr. Giggles tonight.
What t-shirt company was that?
This is Cineslime.
I've been noticing them, dude. I feel like they're like really cult.
Mm-hmm. And they have like the coolest like hats I like. They're like the old school 80s, 90s flat build. Because like the new flat builds I can't wear. I look like I'm trying to be cool.
Oh, I like the hat a lot. And then you got what kind of posters that? Whoa! That's not from the Scream Factory box.
It's not. That's from my personal collection. That's an original Seed of Chucky poster.
Is that a teaser? Or is that like the theatrical, or what is that?
Yeah, that's the teaser poster. That's the poster I prefer for the movie. I don't like the movie poster itself is all right, but I'm not a big fan of like the home entertainment or like the video. It's like them like looking down at like the baby carriage. I'm not a big fan of that one. This is the one I prefer. It's the teaser.
I like that.
Coming Halloween.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, Cody, thank you for being with us, man. I really appreciate it. You got big shoes to fill. You got big buttery shoes to fill tonight, but I think you're gonna rise to the occasion, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm always excited to be on Planet Dirty.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I don't have the background set up or anything. I gotta get all this situated. Let me see. Let me get the logo going. Just real quick for everybody at home, when you're a trash human being, fuck boy, but she keeps coming back to you because you're a dick warlock. Let's see. Let's just do a color for tonight. There we go. So yeah, I want to thank everybody. People in the chat are saying they stand with Butterman. So look, guys, he's physically fine. He's got something going on with his family. It's obviously private. But just keep him in your thoughts. He said he might be able to hop on tonight. He's literally couldn't be able to say. So it is what it is, but we're here. So tonight is the Reese's Riptide show. This is what I got tonight, Cody. I got it.
Fast break.
I got my fast break, dude. This is one of my favorite candy bars of all time. I think it's slept on too.
Yeah. You know what? I had a bag of Take Fives. And I had them, and I was walking down the aisle, and then I saw something else that I decided to grab instead. Reese's popcorn.
Oh, I've never even heard of this before.
Neither have I, but it was at Target, so I grabbed it.
Dude. So is it in wrappers, or is it like literal pieces of popcorn?
I think it's little pieces of popcorn.
Go ahead, let's get into it. Go ahead and open it up.
Yeah, it looks like normal popcorn, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's popcorn.
Yeah, it's like legit popcorn. Yeah. And then it has like, it's like drizzled in it.
That looks good.
Yeah. It looks more popcornish though. But yeah, it smells good.
I'm gonna have to go look for those.
Yeah, I saw it at Target on like the. I don't even know if it was what aisle it was. I just happened to see it while I was looking for shit.
I'll bust open this old fast break. If you guys are eating with us tonight, cheers. Oh, I've been looking forward to this fat dude. When I say I've been looking forward to this all day, I'm sure this is one of the most. Have you tried this before?
I believe I have. You were messaging me about that on like Friday morning, weren't you?
was
it was one of these mornings you were talking to me about it because
yeah.
Because I kept thinking it was a nutrageous, and you kept like, no, it's not a nutrageous.
No, it's so a fast break for all the listeners at home. It's milk chocolate, peanut butter, and is it nougat? Is that what that is? Nougat.
Mm-hmm.
All I know, dude, is it's so smooth. It's one of the smoothest candy bars I've ever had in my life.
I'm already regretting this. I mean, it's good, but it's just like I'd rather have a fast break or something like that. This is all right. This is like I feel like when you go to like AMC and buy their gourmet popcorn.
What do you usually get when you go to the movie theater?
I like popcorn, like a small popcorn with butter, and then I get a large Coke or a large cherry Coke, and then I like to get either Dots or Milk Duds.
Is Dots something that you only get at the movie theater? Like you'll never get Dots on your own fruition at the house, right?
You know what? I do get Dots once in a while when I'm at the gas station. I crave Dots and Milk Duds. So I will occasionally, but I usually keep that at to the theater. Same with Red Vines. I like Red Vines a lot too, but it's like I love using Red Vines as a
straw
for Coke.
Somebody asked what I'm drinking tonight. I'm just doing a Coke Zero.
You want a sugar-free Rockstar?
Oh hell yeah! I used to get Rockstars back before Katrina, like in 2004. That was the only energy drink besides Red Bull that I remember.
Really?
I feel like Rockstar was older than a lot of these energy drinks.
I feel like Rockstars fall into the right waistline. Nobody like when you go places, it's very rare that they'll have a Rockstar. If they have any kind of energy drink, it's either Monster or Red Bull. But yeah, there's a horror convention in my state called Mad Monster, and they always have rock stars. So I'm always excited. I guess I get more excited about the rock stars than I do the real stars.
What flavor is that?
It's sugar free. I don't know why I like the sugar free version.
But is it like a general flavor? Is it like a general?
It's just like
name for the flavor.
No, it's just like a no. It's like like their normal brand or their normal flavor, their original flavor. But just diet of that.
So guys, of course, as usual, like you guys are part of the show. Whatever you guys are talking about, let's see. People are talking about what they get at the movie theater. Nothing like a candy bar washing it down with Coke. Oh, I agree, which is what I'm doing right now. And let's see. Let me save this real quick. Let me add this. Let me go ahead and my OCD is going to kill me if I don't add this. All right, here we go. I can't believe I'm letting the people down right now.
No, man, you're doing great.
That's funny. Let me see. Oh well, forget it. I can't figure this out. Something's acting up. Let me see what people are saying. And then I'll get to the super chat from Big K Movies and Games. Bunch of Crunch and a vanilla Coke. What's a Bunch of Crunch? Is that like a candy bar?
No, Bunch of Crunch is kind of like it's like
maybe I've seen that. I don't remember though.
It's like pieces of like Crunch bars in like they kind of look like this, but it's crunches, like Crunch bars and little things like this. I'll tell you a story. I've gotten them like 3 times at the theater, and each time one of them must have fallen out of my hand. It smeared all over my pants. It's happened like three certain times. So I don't get them as much, but they are good. But for some reason, I can't handle them. Can't handle them at the theater.
I feel like I've seen those before, but I don't think I've ever had them.
Yeah, they're good.
This is interesting. Nachos and snow caps.
Oh yeah.
Do you put them together, Jaden? Or
I haven't had snow caps in years. Snow caps is like I feel like that's like a 90s kind of thing.
I mean, you get them in those rectangle boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I used to always get a hot pickle. It was called a hot pickle. I'd go up to the counter and be like, "Can I get a hot dill?" No one would know what I was talking about, but they still had them. So they would have like ask a manager, like, "Do we have hot pickles here?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's right here." And like, "Oh, okay." I must have been the only one ordering those. But now they're different. They're like sliced, and they're not as good.
Popcorn and a large Coke. Mark got a Reese's fast break too, dude. You know what's up then. Toronto, what's going on? Evening, gents. Have you seen Dylan's New Nightmare yet? I did.
I have a. I saw it actually the beginning of July, so before anybody else. I got to see the world premiere of it, and I have a review for it on my channel if you'd like to check that out. If you're interested, it's Dude Who Loves Movies, one word.
How many Freddy fan films have you seen?
Not many, because I'm not a fan of fan films.
Me neither, but I can tell you, I won't say too much about Dylan's New Nightmare because I still think a lot of people haven't seen it yet. I just want to talk about really quick about what I think the best fan film is I've ever seen, period. Mm-hmm. Not Freddy fan film, but fan film, period. It's called The Confession of Fred Krueger. It was created by Nathan Thomas Milliner, who actually used to do a lot of the artwork for the Scream Factory releases. It's on YouTube. It's incredible. Incredible. Like, I go back and watch it sometimes. The Confession of Fred Krueger. I honestly, and it's totally different. It's so good. Let me show you the poster for it because you'll love it.
Is it like him sitting in a room as like?
Yeah, but don't say too much because I don't want people to get spoiled about it. I just want to show you but yes.
Okay. I think I've seen it.
When I say it's incredible, I mean it's incredible. It's probably my favorite fan film ever made. This is the poster for it. Nathan Thomas Milliner did his own artwork for it. It's so fucking good, Cody. From 2015. I remember seeing this, not realizing I was about to get my ass kicked by how good it was. Please go see that. See what you can.
I saw there was another one that kind of that just came out, and that's supposed to be really good as well. I saw DeAndre was doing a watch along with it a couple weeks ago. I forgot what it was called though.
Dude, I can't keep up with them. There's a lot.
I know, but I hear that the Billy one, Call Me Billy, or it's me. I'm sorry, it's Me Billy. I heard that's supposed to be really good. That's with James McRae as well. Is that his name? James McRae? Dave McRae.
I fear Tom Atkins because of the risks of seduction. Oh, he'll fuck you.
Speaking of fuck you, you'll never guess what I found. I heard that this will.
It took me a second. It took me a second. Dude, have you tried them yet?
Not yet. I got them today, but
fuck yeah, dude.
I might need a bowl of this and a cigarette after the stream. So.
Let me look. Here, this is for you, Big K.
Listen to me. The next time you're at the theater, buy a box of milk duds or sneak them in, and go to the hot butter and drizzle it all into the box of milk duds. It is the best thing you'll ever have in your life.
Dude, you know, every time I go to the theater and I see that hot butter machine, I think about doing that, but I was like, it's going to be a freaking mess.
and then you got to do this before you do it.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I think I look around while I'm thinking about it too. It's like I don't even have milk duds on me and I'm just looking around.
Dude. So when we went to go see The Last Voyage of the Demeter, which is the last time I've been to the theater, we pull up to it's a tinsel town. No, it's not a tinsel town. It's a big Cinemark theater. Mm-hmm. But there's another big city near me called Tinseltown, which is under the umbrella of Cinemark, right? Mm-hmm. We went to this big Cinemark, and we walk in. You know, we get our I hate the assigned seating, but I also kind of like it, but I hate it at the same time. It's a love-hate thing. But we get our tickets, we walk in, and me and Sydney, we've gotten really cheap to where, like, when we've also gotten so antisocial. We were talking about this the other day. We used to, when we would go into town, we used to go somewhere, stop at Target first, do our walk, decompress, because it's comfortable to walk in Target, right?
No, hell yeah.
Then we'd go eat. We'd go sit somewhere and eat. After a few years, that turned into, let's just let's just get fast food real quick and in the drive-through and then eat it in the car because we don't want to go in anywhere. Now it's gotten down to like we don't go sit in restaurants anymore. I don't know if you're like this. Like I can't tell you the last time I've sat down in a restaurant with a group of people or my wife to sit down and eat and be around human beings. Like we're so antisocial now. We don't do it. So like the only time we went out to eat last time technically was when we went and saw The Last Demeter. Sydney was like, I was like, hey, do you want to get like McDonald's or something or whatever? Or stop at Panda Express and just eat in the car. And we'll watch Piz and Jeremy videos in the car in the parking lot while we're eating. We got the car running ACs and it's so relaxing. We'll kick back, eat our Chinese. And she's like, let's just get food at the movie theater. I was like, all right. So I went to the movie theater to see Last Demeter, which I fucking loved, everybody. And I know Cody did as well. I'm so glad he went to go see it. And they had Pizza Hut in the movie theater. Like it's not like a Pizza Hut in the movie theater, but like they cook those pizzas. I think I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah. It's like the Pizza Hut that's in
grocery stores
in Targets. Like like Target has them now. Yeah, that's I remember you sending me a picture. I was like, holy shit, there you have your pizza's Pizza Hut. Ours is like, I don't know, like cracker pizza or something. Like I don't know what it is, but it's nothing that good.
Is the mascot like a little white dude or something? Cracker pizza.
No, it looks like it's like supposed to be real nice Italian. It's like flatbread now.
Oh,
out here.
But I never knew that. Justin saying it used to be a thing in theaters a lot, but I've never saw that. But granted, where I live, I've never been to a theater where it's really nice. But I think they're adapting because it looks like you can get beer there now too.
Yeah, See, when I hear people say that, like that's how my theaters have been the last 10 years. But I live in a big city, so my theaters are like the nice recliner seats, and a lot of them have like waiters, like those. Or if not, like we have like AMCs, and AMCs like you'll order the food there, and they'll bring it to your seat.
That sounds cool. That'll make me go to the theater more, but like I got to drive for this, so it's like,
yes.
I don't know. I was telling Sydney, I was like, hey, do you want to see The Nun 2 this weekend with me? And she's like, fuck no. I'm like, God, damn. I'm going to go see it.
Did you see the first one?
Yeah, I hated it.
I did not see it. It didn't look that
well,
great.
you should still try to see it. I don't know if it's going to matter.
Mm-hmm.
You might like it. It's I say I hated it. I always say this, and for the chat, tell me if you agree in the chat. We have 104 people in here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. I finished my fast break bar. You got questions? This is your show as usual. Like I said, if you're just joining us, Brandon had a family issue. He might be able to hop on later in the show. He's physically fine, but just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. He's going to let me know tonight how everything's going. Cody, I'll tell you off air if I didn't already. But fuck, what was I just saying?
You were talking about The Nun 2?
The Nun. Oh
yeah.
My thing is this. If you watch a movie and you're not hot on it, the longer time goes by, if your opinion sways, let's say you swing to the left is negative, swing to the right is positive. If your opinion sways to the left a little bit, if over time and you haven't seen the film again, I just feel naturally your opinion exaggerates more that way. So if you say you really weren't high on a movie and then it's 6 months later and somebody asks you about it, you're probably gonna be more critical than you were initially. Yeah. I'm guilty of that. I think a lot of us can be guilty of that. I don't want to accuse the audience of that, but so that's why I say I hate The Nun 2. I just it's not good enough. Like it's just not, and it's not really inspired or really smart or scary. Not that I think it could be scary, but it's a brilliant character, right? I always think when you take religion and make that a horror thing, that's religion's scary to people. You're talking about people's afterlife or belief in afterlife. So when you take that and turn it into something horror, like the stakes are high on that. But people are saying Nun 2 is like what The Nun probably should have been because it's a timepiece for the first one. So I still think you should try to check it out if you can.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Is it from the Conjuring universe or the Insidious universe?
I'm sorry, I get them. They're all the same thing to me, right?
Yeah,
what is that? I think it's The Conjuring.
I want to say Conjuring. I haven't seen it, but
Insidious has like a guy that dressed like an old woman, I think, and then right, and
I
then
don't know.
I think that was what that was because I think the dad sees his old woman in a mirror, and ended up being a dude, and then the nun was a painting that they put in the couple's bedroom. I think, yeah, people are saying The Conjuring.
And it's a different nun from. Wasn't there a nun in the It chapter 1 and 2? It was like in a painting. Remember, there was like a nun that would come out. I remember that being kind of scary.
Yeah. I remember that. Did you hear AMC is going to charge people $50 a month to be able to use their phones in theaters? Otherwise, they can call the cops on you. What the fuck?
I see. I
fully
passed.
support that though. Take his ass to jail, daddy. Throw him in jail.
So I don't understand this. So people can. Oh, I see. Wait. So if
They're
you
saying
pay,
if you pay $50 a month, you can use your phone in the movie theater.
fuck that shit.
And then but if not, they can call the cops on you. What would you just call that? Disturbing the peace? Technically,
Yeah.
I mean, it is a pain in the ass. Is that a little bit of a strong arm move?
No cop is going to come out because somebody's talking on their phone, and they have murders going on. They're not going to come in and be like, "Hey, Judy, get off your phone," kind of thing. But I cannot stand people on their phones at a movie theater. I pass like 3 AMC's and 2 other theaters just to go to a theater. It's like an Alamo Draft House, but it's called the Majestic. It's just different name. Just so I can go to their no phone zone. Like they are very strict on no phones, no talking. And that's basically,
how do they enforce that?
Well, I think they kick you out.
Oh, they touch you and like if you try to.
Oh, I have no see, and I've never seen anybody get kicked out because when you go to like someplace like the Alamo Draft House, most of the time those are the
cinephiles.
Yes, exactly. People who want to be there. And if you have a problem, you just write it on a piece of note paper, you put it up, and they come over, take a look at it. Like, okay, someone is talking over, then they go over and they either warn you once and then you're gone, but they absolutely don't tolerate any phones. And they have because there's waitresses there, so they will waitresses. So if they see you on your phone, it's done.
Yeah. Wow. I'm even more excited for Exorcist Believer than Nun 2. Akeem's getting to see Saw 10 this weekend.
I do want to see that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to see The Equalizer 3.
I saw a trailer for that. And
it's got to say something when Denzel Washington doesn't do sequels, and this is his third one.
The script was really good, so I decided to do the film. That's a terrible Denzel. All I remember was like that viral video of him going, "When you read the papers, you're misinformed. When you don't read, you're uninformed." And then he does that thing. It's what responsibility you all have.
I know.
He's fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could listen to him just talk for a long time.
I feel like he wouldn't like me. I don't know why. I feel like I'd say the wrong thing. He's someone I feel like you have to say the right thing, or else it's like, oh, what'd you say? I'm like, you're like one of those people like, oh, I'm having a bad day, and they're like, well, it's because of you. You're having, and it goes on this whole time, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I said that. I feel like you want to like me.
Hey Denzel, I heard if Equalizer 3 does good, you can do another one. If you read the papers, you're misinformed. You're uninformed.
I did see. I just saw an article saying that because I think this is the last one, but I saw that they're not opposed to doing a prequel with his son playing him.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Equalizer movies?
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. I thought it was great.
So did I. And the second one is really, I like this. The second one's pretty cool too. It kind of takes. There's probably a scene that I don't know. It's kind of like during a hurricane. The big final fight scene is kind of during a hurricane.
Wow, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
What's going on, Count Vaughn? How are you, brother? The Majestic is a fantastic Jim Carrey film.
It's a good movie. It's much different from any of his other stuff, though.
That's why I go to movies during the day, knowing annoying teens or people in their early 20s to be annoying.
I like to go on opening night or like the Thursday that like this, like the midnight showing, but it's like 7:00 at night, because that's the real fans that are going to be there.
When did that start, by the way? Because I remember like Expendables 2 might have been the last time I did that, when there was the midnight showing. I went at midnight.
So did I, and it was a fun experience.
Yeah,
everyone's cheering, everyone's like high-fiving each other after the one-liners. Yeah, it was great. I feel like I think if you ask most people, they'll say after the shooting at the theater, but I remember it still going on for a little while. Just like I just think it's just not, people just weren't showing up for it anymore. So they started doing it earlier to put people at ease, because people are like, I don't want to go out at midnight. Let's go at 7, where people can't do anything to you, I guess. But yeah, I guess I'm happy that it's earlier, I guess.
Akeem says, the last time I went to an AMC theater, a girl got shot in the back of the head. I'll never go there again. Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch. God. I stopped hanging out with a friend who would always pull out his phone during movies. Didn't want to be associated with that kind of person. Dude, I can't hang out with you no more. Wow, what's wrong, dude?
It's valid though, man. Like the double screens bothers me. I remember one. I think it was Scream 4. It was either Scream 4 or one of the Paranormal Activity movies. I think it was Scream 4 actually. Like there was a girl in front of me. I sat in the way back. I don't do that anymore because of this. And she was on her phone the whole time. As soon as the movie was over, she's like, I didn't understand any of that. And I was like, because you were on your fucking phone the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh man. What did you think of Jim Morrison? What do you think of Val Kilmer's Jim Morrison? The 91 film was great, right? The Doors. You saw that?
Yeah. You know what? That's funny. It's like that was one movie my mom would not let me watch as a kid. I could watch. I watched Exorcist. I was able to watch anything, but she didn't want me watching that.
I'll be a son of a bitch. All right, here we go. Let's give people were requesting the burger one. Let's give them the burger one. Here we go.
For me, I want hockey pucks. It's got to be, I want my burgers on the grill.
Burned. I want them done. Crispy black burned. No. Yeah, that's not real life. Hold on, man.
You said I want a hockey puck on the grill.
Yeah. You are a nasty. So the ones that nobody wants and on the plate at a cookout, you're the one getting all those. Yeah, if I'm on the grill, the burgers are going to be fucking crispy. I do like, what's the guy?
That's funny. There's a lot of things in my normal life now that remind me of Brandon. So like homemade burgers on the grill remind me of him. The butter machine at the theater reminds me of him.
Isn't he a good dude? Like I'm, he's a good dude. Man, I found Brandon's channel and I just loved his videos, right? Mm-hmm. I never reach out to people personally when I find their channels. Mm-hmm. I usually meet my friends through mutual friends and stuff like that. I loved his video so much. I was like, I have to talk to this human being, so got a fucking gnat in here.
Brandon's always naked.
Can we talk about how much the wallets are hurting for physical media and pre-orders the next couple months, but not complaining, happy, keep receiving movies, but man, so much. Dude, I just watched this. Maniac 2, Love to Kill.
Dude, I thought it was
AKA the last horror film. Well, you know what the thing is? Is this a fake slipcover? Yes. Does it feel like a Maniac film? Dude, abso-fucking-lutely. I'm going to review this, but I'm going to tell you, Cody, when they release this individually or just standard, the last horror film, I got to be careful. No, there's no nudity. Her tits are covered up by film. It is really good. It is Joe Spinell is incredible in this. It's not as good as Maniac, but dude, this is 1,000,000% a spiritual successor. And honestly, even though it's not Maniac 2, could totally have this name. In the way this is like a Return of the Living Dead 2 Maniac 2. But except it's not less scary. It's just as crazy, but it's like just pretend he's a different person in an alternate universe, the way Joey and James Cameron were from Return of the Living. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're the same kind of characters, but like just different. And that's what this movie was like, and it was fucking great. Dang. Oh my god, it was great.
What is it? What is the last horror film? Huh.
So I'm going to review this, but long story short, what the movie is about, Joe Spinell is a taxi driver who loves film. He wants to be a filmmaker so bad, and there's an actress that he loves. It's his favorite horror movie actress. He knows she's going to be at the Cannes Film Festival, so he goes out there to try to meet her and says, "Hey, I want to make a movie with you." But of course, he learns that that's not the way this works, and he gets really hurt and pissed off because no one will even listen to him, and he goes on a fucking rampage.
Dude, that sounds good.
It's no, it really is good. Like I'm not even bullshitting.
That's
It's
Severin?
really good. Yeah, so this is Severin. This was the limited. This is the one that comes with the plushie, but the kids in Bangladesh are running behind, so they have. I'm not gonna get it for a few weeks, but the plushie's coming. Oh man, but yeah, it comes with a book too. But this is the special version. I don't know if it's sold out, but is it worth? Was this worth it to get it like this? For me, yeah. I mean, that's incredible.
100% that's sold out by now.
I'm sure it is.
As soon as I find out about something I want, it's sold out,
Yeah,
and I'm always the last person to find out about it.
I try to do videos, and I know Ken does every video about that. But there's so much stuff, dude. I'll drop a video on horror news, and a day later, I could have done a brand new video. You know, because today you heard about that Paramount set, right?
Yeah, and they're starting a new line, I believe.
Let's look at this up for the audience, because some of the audience probably saying, "What are you talking about? A Paramount set?" They're doing like a giant box. You know what it is? It's like those Columbia box sets, 4K box set. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, those are nice.
You know, they put out like the
Columbia Classics Volume 1.
Columbia Classics. Yeah, let's go to Disc Father, everybody's favorite. People will hit me up and they say, "I don't like that you use the Disc Father for your updates." And I'm like, "Oh, I understand, but like he's right on so much stuff, and you know, he is beating. It just is what it is. He's beating these other companies on, or he's beating the other people." He's like, "Yeah, but he's a jerk." I'm like, "Well, leave him alone. Don't talk to him. You know? Just don't talk to the guy."
Yeah. To me, it's not official until Ken from Mid Level Media announces it.
All right, let me find this. Somebody DM me a picture of that Paramount thing. It might have been Paramount themselves, but I can't remember.
I saw a picture of it. I didn't pay too much attention of it. It looked like it was just a big box set for Pet Sematary, or is it a bunch of different movies? Because it looked like a bunch of discs. So I was like, oh wow, that's a big set for just that one movie.
Let me see. I'm looking.
I walk around with my head in my ass like this.
Where the fuck is it?
Is Disc Father, is that a YouTube channel, or is it just
he's just a person, like he's like Dawn of the Discs.
Okay, and he is just I don't know a lot of these. Like I'm still new to Instagram. Like I've only been doing it since like December, and I don't follow those kind of people, or I don't follow them, those two. But I know and the people keep saying, "Oh, I don't like this person, I don't like this person," but I think it's always Dawn of the Disc and the Disc Father.
Okay. So this is what it is. It's a Paramount 4K box set. Hold on. Let me I have a focus control.
Okay, so it's more than one movie.
And there's Pet Sematary 4K in there. It's a Paramount box set. I'm going to see if I can find the list of what's on there. But there's a mystery 4K that's going to be in this, and it comes with a retro. You see, look at the bottom. That's a retro Fangoria of Pet Sematary from '89 with pins.
God.
Okay, Smile, Crawl, Pet Sematary.
I like Crawl a lot. I've never seen Smile.
What is that? Crawl is amazing. Smile's okay. What is that movie on the left? Okay, let me go.
You can't bring it up on the screen?
I'm trying to see where I can find an official listing for it. Let me see. Let me check the chat. People might be Rosemary's Baby. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, Rosemary's Baby. Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here. My Brandon. I agree that Dawn of the Disc is as solid as a rock, but like I just call it like I see it. I gotta fix my screen. I just call it like I see it because Disc Father is like, dude, he's getting these lists. This person knows somebody. It's clear to me. I agree. I think Crawl is going to become a cult classic in about 5 more years. It's actually a really fun movie. So yeah, that's Rosemary Baby. So, but I can't tell if that was the remake of Pet Sematary or the original. Probably the original, because
yeah, it looked like a picture from the original.
Yeah, and then why would they put the remake in there and have a cool Fangoria for the So
and I feel like that's going to be a selling point is the original.
So
if it was the new one, people were like, I have all those movies anyways.
Let's talk about what this mystery disc could be. Okay, so it's going to be a Paramount 4K. Does this mean it's going to be a movie that's already on 4K, or is this going to be a movie that's not? Because I'm thinking to myself, you know what it could be? It could be Friday the 13th they're going to put in there, but then I was like, maybe not, because they're just putting out a steelbook of itself individually in a couple months, so it's probably not it. Or is it going to be,
I feel like if it's a mystery, it's gonna have to be something that's gonna be limited to this set and this set only. Otherwise, why would people want to get this just for the pins and the?
That's not how Paramount operates, though. Like, I hear you, but I feel like Paramount doesn't operate like that. They constantly give the viewers options.
Mm-hmm.
They always have.
Yeah,
that's my only thing, because I thought that for a second, and I was like, I don't know that they would do that.
Because when it comes to the Columbia Classics, I think 9 times out of 10, those movies, the only
that's
way
how
you
they
get
operate.
Them, yeah, that is
like Stripes and stuff. That's how they operate. I just don't see Paramount doing anything exclusive like that. I just don't see it.
I can't think of what Paramount would have except for
it might be Escape from LA. I think that was Paramount.
Are they all horror movies?
Yeah. So maybe not that. I don't know, chat. What do y'all think? What do you think is going to be the mystery?
Orphan First Kill.
Zach's Horror House says it's going to be maybe The Ring or Orphan First Kill on 4K.
So I am all for Orphan First Kill. I would buy
like that more. I like that more than Orphan. I really did.
Dude, Orphan is one of my favorite horror movies of the past 20 years.
It was good. It was really good because I watched it. When I heard that they were making First Kill, I was like, you know what? I don't even know if I've seen Orphan. I don't know if I've seen it. So I watched it and I was like, holy shit. Dude, and then I saw First Kill and I was like, this is even better.
You know what's funny? You know that Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert Downey Jr. produced the first Orphan movie, but then it got so much kickback they kind of took their name. Their name got smaller and smaller because people why
are they getting kickback?
Well, because that whole the real life Orphan story. Remember where she was like, did you not hear about that? She was on Dr. Phil and everything. She did the same thing that they did in the movie. It happened around the same time.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Speaking of more physical media, I'm gonna watch this tonight, Cody. Night of the Comet, 4K.
Nice.
I didn't grab Nightbreed on 4K. I didn't grab it.
I looked at it yesterday and I almost grabbed it. I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this, review this. So I got that. But I'm telling you, dude, listen to me. The last horror film is actually really good.
I'm gonna have to look that up. What year was the last horror film? It looks like 83.
81. It was probably shot in 80. And I think they might have shot it right after Maniac because the Cannes Film Festival was in the movie was 81. 81. So they might have shot it in 80, and then it came out in 80. They shot it in 80. They 81. Shot it in 81, and it came out in 82. I was just looking at the back.
And when was Maniac?
80.
80. Okay.
Dude, have you seen Maniac? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, I like the remake to it as well.
Yeah, but even though this is a fake slip, it merits a slip. It really is the spiritual successor. Mm-hmm. It really is. It reminded me a lot of the movie Fade to Black. Have you seen that?
I have seen Fade to Black. Yes,
so
I like that.
Take that and swap it with a middle-aged, angry, sexually frustrated taxi driver who wants to be a film director and will stop at nothing. So it's kind of like that. It really is. It's kind of like that Joker kind of
Mhm.
madman gone awry film. So it was really good.
Sounds good. Yeah, man. When you post a picture of it, I was like, I didn't know that there was a sequel to it. And
I
you
know
just
that.
you just thumbs upped it. You didn't even tell me it wasn't a sequel. So someone
man.
else told me though.
Bellingham says, yeah, if you want to save money, 88 Films has the Lost film. You can get it for $20. 88 Films is a great company, dude. You know, it's,
I was so jealous when you got that 88 Films box set of I Know He Did Last Summer. That poster, I wanted that poster so bad that came with that.
oh yeah, they're such a great. It's so interesting to me that I did a review for Burial Ground, which is a great zombie film. It's really zany and funny, and 88 Films put out the 4K, and I got it.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for Severin to do it," and I'm like, "Why?" Like, I was like, "I understand like, okay, I understand Severin does cool releases, but Burial Ground from 88 Films got incredible new artwork. You got a poster with it. You got bonus features. You got new custom art that was made for it." And I was like, the 88 Films killed it. Like, they killed it. And Severin's release is probably going to be more money. Why wait? Like, people are like, why did you not want to wait for Severin? I was like, because 88 Films, they killed it. There was no reason for me to wait. And I think a lot of people that might have said that may not be region free, so they haven't been able to get stuff from 88 Films a lot before, because that's a 4K, so that doesn't matter, right? Because that's region free. So I was just like, guys, like, you don't need to wait for Severin. Like, if you want to, I understand. Like, hey, I'm just gonna wait anyway. But like, 88 Films did such a good job on Burial Ground that I was just like, I'm not waiting. There's no point for me to wait. So, but I love 88 Films. They really are a great label.
See, that's exactly why I didn't get that box set for I Know I Did Last Summer, because I'm not region free.
You need to be,
I
especially now, because Second Sight, they're getting a lot of titles.
And I have
a lot of titles.
I have zero of those titles.
You
but
need to. You'd love the movie May. I'm sure you've seen it.
I have not seen May, but I would like it.
Oh, dude, they did such a good job on the May release. It was so good.
I'm like, because I love Drive, and I wanted to get Drive. That movie, and The Guest, I like The Guest a lot. They're doing that one movie, aren't they? The Hitcher.
Yeah.
I think I'll get the Hitcher for
Hitcher's
sure.
great. What's up, Ali? Ali says, dude, these 4K releases just getting out of hand at this point. I feel like us collectors getting played with all these upgrades we're doing. I'm slightly getting myself. I hear you. Ali, it's funny because I feel the same way, but like, it's funny. Let me tell the story. I was telling this to a friend of mine this morning. I did a review for People Under the Stairs or something. And I was like, it's good, but like I've been talking about Scream Factory, and I do get through bad swings of this where I'll just be like, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of just rebuying these movies a lot, because I started collecting Scream Factory. I'm sure you did too, Cody. Like, I started collecting Scream Factory when they came out. When the label started, 20 whatever. And I was just like pissy the day I was making that review for whatever. It might not have even been People in the Stairs, but somebody messaged me based off of that review, and they're like, "Hey man, I just wanted to hit you up. I watched your review on such and such, and been watching you for a while. Like, I understand your frustrations." He's like, "But at the same time, this is the renaissance of physical media. This 4K really is the." And they put it into perspective for me, because I agreed with them, but they basically said to me, 4K UHD is the video format that a movie fan has always dreamt of, and we're getting the films that are near and dear to us on this quality. And I understand your frustrations, but it really is the best time in the world to be a physical media collector. And I'm like, I can't argue with that. So it's like, I get that. Granted, like, we're not made of money either. You can't upgrade everything. You can't do it. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself, you know what? Night of the Comet is fucking incredible. It really is. And I was like, you know what? I do want to watch this movie in 4K, because I watch it once a year at least. And I bought the Blu-ray, I don't know, 9-10 years ago. And I was like, and that's another thing, because some people will say, Christian, just sell your Blu-rays. I have so much trouble letting go. I'll send you the Blu-ray, Cody. If there's something that you were like, hey, whatever, I'll do this. But I can't sell it. There's something, I don't know why there's such a disconnect with me there. I can give a movie to somebody that's a film fan, like whatever, or I'll trade you, but like for some reason selling it, I have such a problem wanting to do that. I don't know if you're the same way.
Yeah, same here. Like if I had, let's say I had a double of something, I would just give it to whoever wanted it. I'd be like, no, I'm the one that bought it. You don't, at least it's going somewhere good. I would not sell it. I'd give it to somebody.
Yeah. So I don't know. Not my truth. The truth says I'm devastated that we'll never get another Jason film in the theaters. I have zero desire to watch a thoughtful A24 prequel series. Give me sleazy, trashy movies with Jason killing campers. It's interesting you say that. I am weary about this, but of course I'm going to check it out. You never know, what this is going to be like. You talk about thoughtful, a thoughtful prequel series, and naturally I can see where your mind goes to that. Then I look at A24 when they did a movie called X. There's ass and titties all in that movie. Maybe there'll be ass and titties in the show, but then it's on Peacock, so probably not.
And I do feel like we haven't even seen how sleazy A24 can get, and I think we're going to get that with Maxine.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that will. And I feel like if we see that movie, people will be like, okay, then maybe a series is going to be hard. But like you said, it's on Peacock, so I don't know.
Let me talk to you about. Let me ask the chat about this. I love talking about this movie with people. I want to say this, Cody. Let me preface this. I rewatched the Elm Street remake like 3 or 4 days ago. How do you feel about that movie?
I saw it in theaters and did not like it, so I haven't seen it since. I do own it though on DVD for some reason, but I have. So I've been wanting to put it back in and watch it.
Okay, so I saw it myself. I saw it in theaters. I saw Friday the 13th in theaters. I saw Halloween. I saw all those remakes in theaters. I saw Texas Chainsaw at the beginning in theaters. I didn't see Texas Chainsaw. I was just too young at the time. But that's neither here nor there. So I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake, roughly a week ago. I really like Jackie Earl Haley. I like him as an actor. I think he's done some great. He's also done some really fun full moon movies. He was the villain in in Doll Man, which is a great, Charlie Band full moon movie. I don't like the lines and some of the lines that Jackie has. This is just nitpicking stuff I have about it. But I tell you what I really love about the remake. Quentin, he was the boyfriend to Nancy in the film. He seemed like a real character. I liked him. After that, everything about it just and honestly, the cast is good. Clancy Brown in there. The other broad that was the mom of Nancy, she was in American Horror Story every year. Red hair, I forget her name though. Great actress.
Who's Clancy Brown in that?
Quentin's pops.
Okay.
Clancy Brown is the dad. He's a principal, school principal, whatever I think.
Okay.
He's Quentin's pop. But a lot of it just feels very sanitized to me. It almost feels like an AI horror film. And I can't get behind it. And I get shit about that a little bit because what I wanted to get back to is I really like the Friday the 13th remake a lot.
So did I.
And I feel like my complaints with, and I try to be fair about this, but I feel like my complaints with Elm Street are the same complaints people might say about Friday. They feel like it's just a cookie cutter, not good enough movie. But the thing is, for me, the Friday remake, I don't know. I think Derek is about as good as a Jason as the rest of them. And I think the opening scene of the Friday remake is just fucking incredible. Incredible. And I think the movie's funny. I think it's good. I think Jason's awesome. And the vibe and the mood in that is great too. But really quick, and I'll let you go. I'm trying to get this all out because I was going to review it and I'm not. So I'm just getting it out here on this live stream.
No, totally fine, man.
The music that Steve Jablonsky did for the he did the Elm Street music and he did the Friday the 13th music. Both scores are fucking insane. They're so good. They're moody as fuck. So good. But I got to say, I think the Friday remake is the clear winner to me over the Elm Street remake. I really do.
100%. Because when I went and saw the Friday the 13th remake, I liked that a lot. When I went and saw Nightmare on Elm Street, I did not like that at all.
Yeah. And one of the funniest things to me is the Asian kid. And it's funny because me and City are like, we used to see him in every movie. Then he went away. He was the best friend in Disturbia. I forget the actor's name, but he was the shoot the boot in Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Shoot the boot. Shoot the boot. And then he's in the Nightmare on Elm Street remake where he's doing.
I don't even remember that.
He's doing these video vlogs. He's like, I haven't slept in days. And then the last one is him dying and slamming into his camera. And I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck uploaded that? Like, who the fuck uploaded that?
I really, yeah.
Yeah.
Good question.
Let's see what the people are saying. Let me scroll up to get to it. I want to get everybody's thoughts on this. I really enjoyed the Elm Street remake, says Nathan. I haven't seen the Elm Street remake since it came out, said Justin.
Same here.
Is garbage, says Iron, about the this is off topic, but we'll go through it. Ali says, isn't the whole point of collecting movies simply the convenience of having them all under one roof? That's how I tuck myself out a lot of a 4Ks. My Blu-rays look just fine. These 4Ks aren't cheap. Certainly that could be a general rule that I could salute you to, owning the movies and having them. You know what I think part of it is too, whether I like to really admit it to myself, I think we're all trying to create our own little video stores, which is kind of the same thing of what Ali is saying. I think we all, because how good does that feel? I don't know what your video movie room collection looks like or how you store your movies, Cody, but I'm assuming you have a lot of movies, right? You've probably been collecting your whole life, right? When I walk in here and I hit that back wall, and of course I've got a shelf right here, I've got a shelf right there, and my TV cabinet, if you open up the doors, it's just full of movies. It's cool when you walk in here and you look back, and it's like I feel like I'm at the video store. I feel like that's part of it too. But here's the sickness that's happened to me. I got into Laserdisc years ago because I was infatuated with that format because of the picture quality, and I learned a lot from Laserdisc about aspect ratio, audio, and stuff like that. And so I really took a liking to specs and picture quality and stuff like that. And 4K reminds me a lot of Laserdisc in that sense. And picture, the problem is like picture quality for a lot of people, not the average person, but for a lot of movie collectors, picture quality isn't an issue until you talk about it. It's just like Freddy and Freddy versus Jason. You talk about him, he comes back. If you don't talk about it, it's not a problem. What I mean by that is, for me, what I feel like is, it wasn't until I got into Blu-ray and the movie collecting world that I saw people talking about still frames. Here's the color palette that's on the Blu-ray. This is the original color timing that the director had in theaters and stuff like that. Then I start learning about that. Then I learn about 4K and how stuff is supposed to look. And now picture quality is like an issue. I want the best picture quality. And it's like, it's not something the average person gives a rat's ass about. But becoming a movie fan and a physical media collector, you start to hyper focus on that stuff. And so that's where I'm at with the whole thing.
And that's why DVDs are still the number one seller. Like, you go to Walmart, it's packed with DVDs. They'll have the Blu-ray, maybe 4K of it for like the first week, but after that, it's
because the average person doesn't care, which is why most people just will stream it. They don't notice or care if the bit rate fluctuates, if their picture gets it's like whatever.
Well, and I was on Ken's channel last night, and we were talking about 4Ks and how they come with like a Blu-ray player, or not with a Blu-ray player, but they come with a 4K and a Blu-ray. But now a lot of times they're not coming with that Blu-ray,
which is fine, but the price needs to reflect that. It needs to be cheaper.
So me, I like that Blu-ray because, like, say all my friends are getting together and they want to watch movies. We don't do it at my house. We do it at like one of their houses, but I'm the guy who brings the movies.
And you got the Blu-ray.
Nobody I know has a 4K.
Unless I have a PS5 or
PS5 or something. Yeah. Or if I want to go to my mom's and watch a movie with her, she doesn't have a PS5, she doesn't have a 4K. She just knows how to turn the TV on. So, she just upgraded to a Blu-ray player maybe a year ago.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like that's why I like that. I like having that option of having that disc, so I can take so I can I can share it with my friends and stuff like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, I understand. My thing is this: when they take out the Blu-ray discs, the price needs to reflect that because you're paying for
Exactly.
that disc. But when the price of a 4K release is still $27.99, $29.99, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
They need to take that out.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's no Robert, but he does a serviceable job as Freddy. 8 out of 10 remake. Worst 80s remake is Elm Street, says Iron Wolf.
Yeah,
I saw a remake in theaters, midnight showing. It was frustrating, a lot of potential, but almost everything didn't land for me. Quentin was a great character, though. Kyle Gallner is so good. Yeah, that's Quentin.
and he was in Scream 5, right?
I don't know. He was in Smile. That's probably what you're thinking of.
Who played Stu Macher's nephew or cousin? Was it? And he was peeing outside of his car and got stabbed at the car to Red Right Hand. Do you remember
Maybe
that?
that was him. Maybe
Is that him? I
just know he was in Smile.
Okay.
But you're probably right. He just
Yeah.
didn't look anything like Quentin from.
Yeah.
But he was good in Smile. I liked him, and he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
You need to listen to Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum.
I do. I don't all the time, but I watched a few episodes.
I love Michael. He was on there. Kyle Gallner was on there.
Okay, I have the Shawn Michaels. I have the Sean William Scott. one.
Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
I have the Sean William Scott one ready to go.
I saw a few people say this to me, Cody. Jay from Red Letter Media was on the Elm Street remake set for a day. Said the shoot was a total shit show and reflected in the actors and crew.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Wolf likes the Elm Street remake. Kevin likes the Friday remake, and so does Kevin.
Well, dude, like, do you remember Willa Ford? She's in the remake. She's the girl who dies underneath
boat. Yeah, of course.
The boat. Yeah. So she came out maybe a year or two after Britney Spears as a pop singer. And dude, I had the biggest crush on her. She had like a song called I Want to Be Bad. And it aged me 3 years. I was like, Britney who? Christina what? It's all about Willa Ford. So when I saw that she was in this movie, I was like, oh my gosh, Willa Ford, she's back. And I never saw her again.
I love the Jessica Biel TCM remake.
Mm-hmm.
Elise says Jason holding a girl hostage in remake. Yeah, I used to say the same thing. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And of course, this is just how I feel now.
Mm-hmm.
He thought it was just like his mama.
Yeah.
That's why he did it. I feel like that it wasn't. And I look back to Friday 2 when I say to myself, Amy Steele, Jenny had him psyched out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until he saw his mama behind her that he was like, oh, But I can understand that. But like, I just, to me, I was like, that makes sense to me. He thought it was like his mama. So I was just like, I don't know. The tunnels is a little interesting.
But you think, like, what is he doing all day? He's building those tunnels. Unless he's just like walking around the forest without, because he's underground. Nobody can find him. If he's just walking around the trees and stuff, people are going to be able to find him.
Yeah. Friday in Texas remakes are dope. Frankly, so is Freddy versus Jason. Jason was scared of water in Manhattan too, and was a slug who had a sister. And Jason Goes to Hell. Continuity doesn't matter, dude. Jason Goes to Hell is fire. Always has been. Literally, look, dude. I'm repping in here. Let me show you something. Look over there. Jason Goes Straight to Hell, dude.
Goes straight to hell.
That's the name of the movie.
I did not like Straight to Hell. Damn it! I did not like Goes to Hell when I was a kid. But
What's wrong with you? I would have slapped the tar out of you as a kid.
I remember one day it was on, but they were doing like some kind of like I think Cinemax they were debuting 2 horror movies. It was like it was that and then Mikey, and I wanted to see Mikey really bad. So like my mom and like my family were getting together on the TV screen, and we're watching the end of Friday the 13th, or the Friday Jason Goes to Hell. And when they showed Freddy Krueger's glove, I was like, what the hell? That's crazy. So it got me pumped up to see it. And then when I saw it, I was like, oh man, that's not what I didn't like the body swapping. Now I like it, but when I was a kid, I didn't.
I hear you. It's dude. It really is so hysterical. I love Jason Goes Straight Hell. Disturbia is one of my all-time favorites. Does not get talked about enough. I guarantee you, Cody, you were at the movie theater for that just the same way I was.
Disturbia?
Disturbia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How good was you know what that is? It's Fright Night without the vampire.
Mm-hmm.
It's all it is. It's all it is.
Yeah. It was good.
He's just a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Remember what did they do? Like he was running throughout the house, and then like the camera falls into like the trap door thing, and then you see the bodies down there.
That was good.
That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. That girl that was in that movie, she was in a lot of things, and then kind of like in like that 2-year span, she was in a lot of things.
Flavor of the month, dude. Happens to, and that was same thing with that Asian guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was in everything.
Uh-huh.
I mean, me and Sydney were like, we loved him.
It was too much. It was overexposure, and they're like, you know what? You know, we'll use you later. And never seen him again. Never see him again.
Aaron Yu. Thank you, Nathan. Aaron Yu.
Yeah, Disturbia is a lot like Rear Window, Saturn Video.
Isn't it funny, CHH, that VHS is the most expensive format to own now regarding the movies we love? All comes full circle. Yeah, I don't get. My thing is this. You know, I like to collect vintage stuff. You know, I've retired from Laserdisc. I keep all my Laserdisc, but I retired from that because it got really expensive. But the thing with VHS that I don't understand is I feel that people rob themselves of the journey of collecting VHS, if you will. I feel like people just have no issue going on eBay and spending $65 for, I don't know, a VHS of Alice, Sweet Alice. I saw somebody's profile picture was Alice, great film, and they'll just go on eBay and they'll buy it. Well, half of the charm is going to those Goodwills and going to those flea markets. I'd even say 75% of the charm is that and finding gold. And
you don't know.
Oh my God, I found the town. I'll never forget. I found the town that dreaded sundown. It's probably a cheap VHS, but just the fact that I found it and I got it for 50 cents. Oh my God, are you kidding me? I was on cloud 9. People rob themselves of the joy of the journey. And I think there's no joy in buying a $65 VHS on eBay to me. I'd rather just get it on 4K with a new booklet and a fat chunky box, right? Like, why I could go to get Tremors 2 for whatever, you know. I'd rather get it on 4K. I'm not saying Tremors 2 is an expensive VHS. It's probably dirt cheap.
Yeah.
But my point is, you know, so go ahead, Cody.
Oh no, yeah, like that's the same thing I say about watching a movie on streaming or picking a movie on streaming or picking a movie at the movie store. It's just two totally different things. One might be a lot faster, but the other one is just there's that journey. You can look at the box, touch the box, and you're putting it in your TV. There's like this personal connection to that.
And a commitment. Like, there's a commitment to it as well.
If it's something like you're just scrolling through Netflix and you're, let's watch this. Chances are, if you're not, if 15 minutes in the movie, if you're not into it, you're on to the next thing. If you put in something in 15 minutes, you don't like it, you're like, okay, well, I'll see where this goes. And you're most likely going to finish the movie. At least you may not like it, but you're at least going to finish it because you have that connection to it because you pick yourself.
And buying movies certainly has curbed that for a lot of us movie fans in terms of like sticking with it. You know, we got to get that money's worth, you know. You know what's funny as a movie collector now? I'm sure you're the same way. I'm sure the chat will agree. You ever have a moment where you say to yourself, oh my God, I want to watch Halloween H2O so bad right now. Let's say you saw somebody do a post about it and they like got you in the mood and you say, oh shit, I gotta wait. I think I'm gonna get that steelbook. I gotta wait. I gotta wait to watch it. Instead of just being like, fuck it, I want to watch it tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till I get that steelbook to come in.
Dude, 100%. 100%.
I do it all the time, dude.
100%. I'm doing that with The Exorcist.
Drop a like, everybody. Yeah, Exorcist. Same. Same. So Cody, I want to show you something. So Dinosaur Dracula, who does Purple Stuff podcast, I know I talked to you about them.
Yeah,
he just finds random fun stuff and posts about it all the time, like old school vintage stuff. We're gonna go to his website on this stream, and I'm gonna show you how much you literally are going to love this guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he posted last year. He goes, guys, this is so random, but I found a dog toy that was so cute, and it was a pumpkin guy that was ripped, and I just had to get it. And it's sold. This guy has such a cult following that Chewy.com sold out of it last year because he posted about it, and all the people that saw it were like, oh my God, that is amazing.
That's crazy, man.
So the other day, Sydney was like, hey, you remember that muscle pumpkin guy? And I was like, yeah. She goes, they're available on Chewy and they're on sale again. I was like, get 2 of them. She goes, what do you mean get 2? I said, get one for Chevy Chase so he can play with it. He loves it. And get one for me. And I know this is going to be so ridiculous, but I have a dog toy that's for me. But tell me this isn't amazing.
That's awesome.
It's the muscle pumpkin, man.
Dude, that's funny. It's like Buff Chucky.
But yeah, he's great. So
I like that. That's awesome.
he's just going to hang out in here.
And you said your dog likes it?
Yeah, I got 2 of them. I got them for $8 a piece.
Oh, wow. That's not bad at all.
No, it's not. So Rooney Mara says she almost quit acting after filming Elm Street.
I did hear that.
I like Rooney. I don't blame her. She did what she's an actor. You know, it's the director's in charge of the film. Bottom line. Every 4K should come with a Blu-ray, says Iron Wolf. Do you agree with that, Cody?
What was it?
Every 4K should come with the Blu-ray.
I believe so, yes.
I'm fine with that, but if it doesn't, the price needs to reflect that. That's my big thing.
I would prefer it, but yeah, like if they don't, then they need to reflect the price.
He was in Scream 5. I'm way behind in the chat. 4K is way too expensive. Average moviegoer won't pay $35.99 for physical media. You're absolutely right, which goes back to what Cody said, which is why DVD is still the most popular seller.
Mm-hmm.
Still the most popular seller. Man. Yeah, Willa Ford is on the inside of the Friday the 13th Steelbook box. Do you know about that? Fuck. Let me grab it. You're gonna die laughing. So, Cody, let's go back to 2013. Blu-ray is just now starting to get a grasp, right? I mean, especially in the collect physical media world. Scream Factory's coming out. Friday the 13th, we get the word Paramount got a deal with New Line, or AKA Warner Brothers. We were gonna get every Friday the 13th film in a collection. I know you've seen this before. Maybe you own this.
I don't know. I don't.
You should have. This is still such a good set. So first of all, on the front, they put Jason Goes Straight to Hell on the front of the box. And it's what do you call it when it's raised and embossed? So 12 films of terror, Friday the 13th, a complete collection. I love this set. This is still like such a good set. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, man, this is cool. But they put Jason Goes to Hell on the front. Okay. Not complaining. That's interesting. I can't wait to see what's on the inside. Willa Ford. Right there, dude. It's like, dude, they're gonna show so much like respect to these movies. Cool thing. Willa Ford, right there.
That's hilarious.
And I remember people were pissed off at it, and I'm like, no, this is 100% Paramount. I don't see why you guys are so upset, because I know it's not just that, like it's the entire shot on the inside, like it's just more water. And I was like, guys, this is what Paramount does. I was like, go look at those red special edition DVDs, which I'm sure you have all those. When did Jason wear a zip-up hoodie in Part 6? You notice that? Like, he's got a zip-up hoodie that he's wearing on the cover of Part 6. Like, what? Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, this is not new for Paramount. Then they put out the box set. They put out the box set of 1 through 8, Paramount did. And it's 3 Part 7 Jasons with a Part 2 Jason on there. You know, and then on the Steel book, they put on a version of Jason Takes Manhattan with like big like rubber gloves on. Like this is what Paramount does. So like, of course they're gonna put Jason Goes Straight to Hell on the front, and then they're gonna put Willa Ford on the inside. So I love it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's them not paying attention to some guy, probably some temp putting it together.
I love it. It's a brilliant business model. Oh man. Let's see.
But guys, if you don't know who Willa Ford is, after the stream, look up her music video "I Want to Be Bad" featuring Royce da 5'9". That video changed my life as a kid.
Cody, let's get your thoughts on this. Love Straight to Hell, but Jason X has been getting on my nerves lately.
So I loved Jason X when it first came out. I haven't seen it in probably about 10 years.
Why not?
I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to watch
Dude,
it.
I watch it
rewatching
once a year. It's so fun.
Yeah, I really liked it
think
when I.
It's right up your alley. It's 2001. I know you like movies around that time. I think you'd love it.
I have the because I was a kid when it came out, so I have the like starts today in the paper. I had the paper cut out and I had it on my wall when I was a kid. It was like the show, so I have the show times. I even have like the review that the critic did in our paper. It was called Jason Cuts Up, and it goes on. It's this whole review about it. I probably have it somewhere, but yeah, when I was a kid, I had it on my wall.
Damn.
So I was a big.
Gotta take a picture of that so I can see it. Antana sent us a super chat. Thank you for the $4.99. Did you guys see the new Exorcist Believer trailer today? What did you think if you did see it? It is still my most anticipated horror film of 2023.
I did not see it.
I saw it. I mean, my opinion hasn't changed too much. I'm just going in cautiously. Hope-tomistic, which is a word I heard from Spin City, the TV show.
I was just gonna say the Michael J. Fox show.
Yes, we are hope-tomistic.
Hope-tomistic. That's funny.
I'm hope-tomistic. What is my most anticipated film of the year? It was The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So now my most anticipated film of the year is Eli Roth's Thanksgiving.
Is that still coming out? Is that coming out this year?
It's supposed to come out on Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, that's what last I heard.
My most anticipated now is Expendables 4, even though I think I'm the only person who wants to see that.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I'll agree with you on one thing, though, that my friends give me crap about CHH. I love Rob Zombie's H2, and that's how you make a weird Halloween movie, not that ends garbage. I hear you, Ali. It's interesting, like the ends. I did that re-review, Cody, a while back. I say a while back, and I know you're a big fan of the film. And I was looking at the comments again yesterday or day before, because I know that those videos typically kind of get engagement often. If you put Halloween in the title, it'll typically get pretty good engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if this is the middle, you got people over here,
mm-hmm.
people over here. It's like you don't see a whole lot of it could have been better, or you don't see a whole lot of I did enjoy this, but it's just this is garbage or this is awesome.
You're talking about ends, right?
Halloween ends.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. It'll be interesting what happens in time as well.
Well, Halloween Ends was one of those movies where it's just like I was watching this and I was like after I was done with it, I looked at the person I was with and I was like, is that weird that I really like this movie? Even though it was like, dude, I swear, like every 5 minutes I'd be like, ooh, people are not going to like that. People are not going to like that, but I'm oddly really liking it. And after the movie, I was like, is it weird that I really enjoyed that movie? But yeah, it wasn't the same excitement that I could feel in the crowd after. It opened with a banger. The audience was like, but like, dude, after I saw Kills, the theater was amped up. They were like, "Yeah, that was crazy."
Really? Wow.
And then I go home, and I was like, "Wait."
The internet did not say that,
dude. I was like, I must have watched a different movie. I kid you not. I was thinking about starting a channel, around that time. I was like, oh, maybe I want to start a channel. I kid you not. When I saw Kills and I loved it, and the whole theater loved it, I come home and I'm watching these reviews on YouTube, and people are just destroying it. I literally was like, maybe I'm out of touch and I shouldn't have a channel. And I was like, I feel like I watched a different movie.
Yeah.
It was a really weird experience.
Looking back, I don't remember people being that thrilled on Halloween Ends when I went to the theater to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember some people being like, shh. I heard some people just going, what's that noise that Ed Bassmaster makes? I remember hearing somebody going, it's just one of those things, man. I like movies. I like movies that do that, though. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go big or go home, man. This is movies.
And I saw that like the Majestic, the Alamo Draft House. They had a guy Yeah, they hired somebody to dress up as Michael Myers, who was walking around before the showing and all that. Everyone's having a good time. But yeah, like I said, came home and I was like, shit, I think I was watching a different movie.
Yeah, people were talking again about what I was saying about VHS earlier. Yeah, the hunt is really a part of the joy. Mark says, "Hey Chris, you've been playing TCM for that stream. Have you only played TCM for that stream? I've been on it daily, so not great. No, I have. I have played since then. I might play some later tonight. I got to get my videos recorded and stuff, but definitely gonna try to play some later tonight. I might play very very late because I'm on Graveyard, so it's really 10 in the morning for me right now that night. So
You play with Garrett?
Does
Garrett play it?
He ain't gonna play that goddamn game.
He owns it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one time he asked me, I was busy, so I was like, he'll never ask me again. VHS cardboard sleeves are all covered with gunk. I don't know. VHS was expensive back in the day. I bought the first Child's Play movie the day it came out. The tape was $89. Yeah, you know what? He's right.
Uh-huh.
I have a Jason Lives VHS that has an $89.99 sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is before sell-through prices went into effect, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm a huge fan of the Child's Play franchise. So I have a commercial. I don't have a commercial, but there's a commercial that I frequent very often, and it's a commercial for Child's Play coming to VHS, and it said $89.99. And I remember I was like, I wonder if that's like a bundle for, and this is like a commercial for the rental place. But yeah, man, they were pretty expensive back then.
They were. And I think Laserdiscs, they were starting to do sell-through pretty early. But these players were so goddamn expensive.
That's why rental was so they would buy it for $89.99, but then they'd rent it out for like $5 and you make your money back real quick. So that's why movie rental stores really were able to build so fast.
Godzilla -1. I saw the trailer for that. Did you see that, Cody? Holy shit, dude.
I heard about it though. It looks good.
Oh, they know how to I say they because it's obviously a real Godzilla film. Dude, they just know how to get that feel like nothing else. And granted, I like the American ones. I liked all of them. As a matter of fact, 2014's Godzilla grew on me.
I think I was talking to you, man, that the Matthew Broderick one is my favorite, but I was just have
Steelbook coming out.
I'm excited. But man, when that movie came out, if you were like
Brandon refused to do a stream about it.
Dude, I feel like if you were a kid in the 90s, you were so excited for that movie.
You had to have been because
dude, I remember I was like, Grandma, you have to take me to Taco Bell. We got to get the cups.
Exactly.
We got to do this. I had hats. I had t-shirts. I had Godzilla up the ass at my house.
There was toy sections just for Godzilla.
Yeah, dude. I have a Hank Azaria toy, him and his camera.
Oh, dude.
I have little action figures, and I remember they were really small action figures. That bothered me, but
let me see if I can find a vintage.
But yeah, man, that movie in Taco Bell. I just remember me always wanting to go to Taco Bell and that, and the lizard, or not the lizard, the commercial with the Taco Bell dog. I even have the stuffed plushie where you press it. It's like, oh, I think we're going to need a bigger box when he's trying to catch Godzilla.
Yes. Oh God, dude. Yes.
In the soundtrack, Jimmy Page and Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy. I had this, dude. The Fast Attack Godzilla.
Hell yeah. I almost just bought the cartoon on DVD. Dang, I did not have that big ass one.
That's a $500 custom.
That's why I did not. Okay, I was like,
HD modeling. How sick is that though? I think that this Godzilla would work better now. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
The fanboys are very, there's the internet now. So I don't know.
You're right. Oh, I had this. I had this. Oh my God.
So did I. Yeah.
Brandon pisses me off sometimes though because I don't know. He refuses to talk about Godzilla 98. He's like, I ain't got nothing good to say about it, but if you want to do the show, we can, I guess. And I was like, well, fuck, I guess we won't do the Godzilla show, you son of a bitch. But I talked about this on the last physical media video update I did. I was like, dude, if you lived during this time,
Mm-hmm.
You can't look back on it. You can't if you just watch the movie, you might say to yourself, it doesn't work for me. But like you're talking about, if you live through it and you live through the Taco Bell era and you live through the video game, not the video game, I don't think they probably had video games, but if you live through that and then you live through the toy era in this time, dude, there was you as a kid, you were so fucking pumped. It was incredible. And then we had a theater in New Orleans that would get cult movies and stuff that wasn't mainstream. My uncle took me to see Godzilla 2000 in a it was near UNO Arena, this little theater, and we saw it in late '99 when it came out, Godzilla 2000. And I remember the whole ride. My uncle was like, "Bubba, this is the real Godzilla we're going to see." You know what I mean? This is The Conjuring. I don't think you know. He's like, "Bubba, we're going to see the real Godzilla." That's the real one. Oh, it's gonna be great. And we saw the movie with subtitles and everything. And Godzilla 2000, is it better? I understand this is your favorite Godzilla, and I love this film too. But dude, Godzilla 2000 may be one of my all-time favorites. Have you seen it?
I have not, because I remember I wanted a sequel to that Godzilla 98. So I was kind of pissed.
You're a Hulk, red, white, and blue. I'm telling you, dude, Godzilla 2000 is fucking incredible. It is really good. Now Godzilla 1984 is great too. I have that. I'm a Godzilla fan. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I'm a really big Toho Godzilla fan. I love the Heisei era, the Showa era. I watched all those movies. Biollante is one of my favorite villains of all time. Godzilla versus Biollante. It's a monster, a fucking monster, man. Great stuff. But I'm excited to get this on 4K. You know, they put it out on 4K already.
I have it on 4K.
I passed on it. I was like, you know what? I don't know. But now they got the steel. All bets are off,
dude. This is something I'm double dipping on. I'm getting the Steelbook as well. That's how much I like this movie. Yeah,
one to watch, one to keep around.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm definitely going to get it. I'm excited for it, but I know people. That was a movie too. Like when I was a kid, everybody loved it, and now just nobody likes it. So I was just like, oh, okay.
It's good. I mean, I hope people come around to it after a while. I mean, it's fun. You know, it's very 90s. You know, I mean, I had a great time. Dude. I think Godzilla 98 was one of like the best selling VHSs that year too, or 99 whenever it came out. I just know it was massive.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas.
Yeah,
it was just awesome. I remember seeing it for my birthday in June. We went and saw it at the theater at the mall, and then after that, my grandma took me to Taco Bell in the mall.
Got the toys,
and then we went to KB's in the mall and got the toys.
I bet you're on cloud 9,
dude. Yeah, so that's why, we did that a lot, like Men in Black, Independence Day,
right?
Batman and Robin, Batman Forever. That's what we would do for my birthday. It was awesome. So like those movies, some people may hate those movies, but those movies have like such a special spot in my heart.
Oh yeah, that's why you look at people. Look at the people in the chat. They were saying stuff like, like. If you live through an era and then you look back, that when you bring up a movie, when you say Godzilla 98, you know what runs through your mind? The movie's not running through your mind. Your life is running through your mind, right?
Exactly.
And then you can't help you can't help it, you know. So I'm excited. I haven't watched Godzilla 98 in probably 6 or 7 years.
It's been a long time.
And I'm guarantee you Brandon's seen it one time. And
he's probably watching. He probably watches it all the time. He's probably a huge fan.
Yeah, he's just closet about it. No, because what happened was I made a thumbnail. It was going to be the Godzilla 98 Tang show. And he was. I made the thumbnail. I sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm not the biggest Godzilla 98 fan, but we could still do it." And I was like, "Well, goddamn!" Then I came back with a RoboCop Tang show, and he's like, "All right, that's fine." Granted, we said RoboCop one time in the entire 2-hour show, which is how it goes. But now I want to bring back the Godzilla 98 show. I want to do like the Sprite or the Taco Bell. We got to do a Taco Bell. Let's do that. Let's plan that around the time the 4K comes out. We'll do the Godzilla Taco Bell show. I'll get a couple quesadillas.
Yeah, dude.
I one time I got like 8 things of chips and cheese from Taco Bell. I just ate them for like 30 minutes straight. Like I love the chips and cheese. I just ate I got 8 orders of them, dude.
Dang, man. I used to like getting the double decker, but that's no longer there anymore.
Why did they pull that shit?
I don't know, but it's always the stuff I like. But it's funny, whenever I mention the double decker, people are like, I've never even heard of that. I was like, well, that's probably why it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Let's talk about Godzilla. Oh, dude. I mean, Cody, did you realize that the last time you went to KB Toys was going to be the last time you went to KB Toys?
dude, I think about shit like that all the time. It's like I never knew that was my last time doing this. You know, like it's so sad. It's like that too is like I'll see something going out of business. I'm like, oh man, that's so sad that's going out of business. But I'm like, I haven't been in there in 20 years, so I'm probably the reason why. You know, I'm not helping. But yeah, KB's. I can't even remember the last time. It sucks too because they were probably going out of business when I was out of playing with toys. So it's like, so I miss that thing.
All those nostalgia songs they play on Instagram that you hear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one that was like you didn't realize it, but you didn't realize it, but like. The last time you and the boys all got together and played basketball and stuff, like there was that last time, but none of you realized it.
Dude, I've seen that. Yeah,
it hits me so fucking hard.
Dude, you're an Office fan, right?
Sure.
So the last episode, Andy, best line of the whole series. He's like, I wish someone would tell you you're in the good old days.
Cody, we could be in it right now. Like we're in the good old days right now. I'm thinking about it. Mm-hmm. This is going to feel nostalgic to us one day, it's just,
yeah, but man, remember YouTube, remember getting together, playing it dirty. Oh man, I wonder what Brandon's doing these days, It's sad to think about though, man. Like, 20 years ago, I had, five friends of, man, we're going to be together. We're best friends. We're hanging out every day. We're going to be here together. It's like, I talked to one of them maybe.
But you know what though? And I'm sure you could do the same though. I'll say their names.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say their first names. Chris, Bobby, Randy. Those three guys right there. They lived in my neighborhood. The idea of how we got together as kids too. We lived in a subdivision.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get on my bike. I'd literally get on my red line bike. I'd just drive. I'd drive. I'd start pedaling, and I'd look outside to see if they were playing basketball. And if they weren't, I'd just drive up and down the street. And a lot of times, Bobby would just kind of like, if he's sitting on his couch, he could see out of his front door. If he'd see me out riding, he'd come outside and holler at me. We'd play. Or if my friends were hanging out, if the bikes were on the front lawn of Randy's house, I knew they were there. I'd knock on the door. I'd come in. That's how we lived, man. Like, it was incredible.
I think everybody around our age, I know I'm a little older than you, but same kind of generation, but that's how you knew where your friends were, where the bikes were laying in the front yard.
Yeah.
I heard Garrett talk about it all the time, but yeah, that's exactly.
Dude. And then another thing that I've talked about this to the audience before, but my neighbor, God rest his soul, he's dead now, but he was a big horror fan. He won the lottery.
Dang.
And so he spent thousands of dollars on the most amazing horror movie props for his house for Halloween you could imagine.
That's awesome.
It was gigantic. It was probably the size of my two movie shelves together of the Bates Motel. And it had flickering lights all around it, big bulbs. I mean, this thing probably cost thousands and thousands of dollars. And he had a balcony on his house. And he would set this chair just angled perfectly, kind of like if this is the wall, if this is the door of the balcony, and here's the balcony, he would set the chair angled just a certain way. So no matter which way you walked in front of the house, you could never really see the face. You just could not see it close enough. And it was supposed to be the dead mama.
That's awesome.
And he had a little spring, an air thing, and it would make the chair do this, just rock.
Dang.
And the lights would go up. It was I can see it right now in my head. And it's fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it crazy? Like even a smell will take you back to that. You're like, oh man, it smells like, what's his name, John? Oh, man, it reminds me of walking past John's house and seeing the, smelling that, or hearing that noise. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man. I had good times. And it's funny because a lot of my friends, like Bobby and stuff, like he would give me some of his Nintendo 64 games. I have one of the most expensive Nintendo 64 games on the planet. on the planet. I mean, over $1,000, and I'm not exaggerating. I'll eBay it right now for you.
What is it?
It's called Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut.
That sounds so familiar.
There was a game called Clay Fighter. Came out on Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. It was a popular game, fighting game, and it parodied the fighting games like Street Fighter and Tekken, stuff like that. Well, maybe not Tekken. I don't know if that had come out yet, and it was fighters that were like these silly characters, and they were made out of clay. There was Taffy, there was Bad Mr. Frosty. Hold on, dude, you would fucking love this.
Dude, it sounds awesome. See, I didn't really play video games because I didn't have a lot. My family didn't have a lot of money for it, but my cousin would play video games with my friends. So, man, I would love, dude. And my neighbor, he had for my whole life, I thought I made this up. It was like a RoboCop versus Terminator game. Is that a real game?
I have it. Yeah, it's called RoboCop versus Terminator.
Okay, that's what I thought. I hear nobody talk about it, and now I think, well, I was like, how the hell did they get the rights to do that? But obviously they did it. I remember that, and there was a Chester Cheetah game that I remember playing.
Yeah, dude. And then Spot, 7-Up Spot games were really fun.
Mm-hmm. Watching some Eric Bischoff there.
Yeah, I love Eric Bischoff. You see all these? I love these wrestling podcasts. I watch all of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude.
I don't want to play any videos because I keep getting demonetized.
Yeah.
But I do want to show you before we get done. Yeah, the RoboCop vs. Terminator game. It's awesome. I have it. I love it.
I remember my friend having it, and my friend next door. And after he moved, I never saw it again. Never heard anybody talk about it. It was crazy. And I was like, I wonder if that was real or not. Or like in my mind, I'm like, oh, it's RoboCop versus Terminator, but it was probably like robot versus robot. And in my mind, I made it RoboCop versus Terminator, but I could have sworn it was.
Zombies Hate My Neighbors is really good. Yeah, Jim Cornette's drive-through. I love Jim Cornette so much. All right, so Cody, I want to show you Dinosaur Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Website. Guys, if you haven't dropped a like on the show, please do so. Really appreciate it.
You know what? Because you put me on the radar for Dinosaur Dracula. I was watching Lunch with Jeremy, their newest episode, and he got like a month. Got like a monthly. Yeah. So that is that from this same person, right?
Yes.
Because that pack looked cool. I like the he got 3D glasses, and what sold me on it had like a coupon or a thing for like Suburban Commando, and I was like, I would love to have those.
Dude, he has a box full of Freddy's Dead glasses. Let's kind of take a look at the site. Let's go to.
And you say he has a podcast too, right?
Yeah. Let's go to Yard Sale Finds. Flea Market Adventure. So he did an episode in the Purple Stuff podcast about this. And look at that. He's got a Roddy Piper figure, Iron Sheik, and what was his name? That wrestler?
Nikolai.
But they go to the flea markets and they find all this kind of stuff. He gets old Fangorias. Look at this. He got a Transformers loot bag from Toys R Us. Look, it's got the tag on it and everything up there. And he found an old Darth Vader toy. Look at that. And he takes really cool pictures of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the podcast is all about this. Oh, and he talked about getting a big pickle at the...
Christian? Can you guys hear me or see me?
Give me a second. My computer might freeze up.
Oh, okay. You're back. You're back. I didn't know if it was me or you. All I heard was something about pickle. What was the pickle?
He got a pickle at a convention at the flea market. A big pickle.
Dang, that was probably the best fucking pickle he's had in a long time.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be videos. I'm trying to do. Damn it. Toys. Let's go to toys.
Dude, I have the last action hero toys. I see the movie Maniac, who has a great channel, by the way. I saw his I saw his post or his comment right there. I have the last action hero toys. I used to have those battle my my Demolition Man toys. It was a great crossover at my house.
Oh, dude. Great movie. I wish I had some of those toys. Here, this is I need you to listen to the podcast though. You'd love it. But here he's showing like, look, it's just like this old catalog from J.C. Penney, whatever.
You know what's crazy, man? I could probably find a lot of this stuff like at my grandma when I was a kid. Like she's like, don't throw anything away because she made that mistake with her children, and she was like, man, I wish I never got rid of like, the paper dolls and stuff from like, from like the 70s and 60s and stuff like that. So like all my toys and everything, they're packed up in her attic. So I have like all kinds of stuff, man.
You gotta get that stuff.
I didn't throw anything away. I have like I even still have all of my my Hollywood video books. So, like every month they come out with a new book.
Oh yeah,
I have all those, man. And I know I have a box that's just dedicated to Godzilla 89 or 98. I guarantee you I do.
All right, so let's see if he posted pictures. All right, check this out. So he did a video called his Horror Con from Monster Mania in New Jersey. And look, he shows what he got and his stuff. He has like the best taste. I love his taste and stuff. So check it out.
Elf.
Yeah, so
Never Sleep Again.
The video's good, but look, yeah, he shows a picture right here. He got this Halloween 3 display thing he put on his wall. Hecto Cooler picture. I saw them at a convention and I wanted to grab one.
I almost bought that too. I think they have an Etsy because I've seen it on Etsy.
I need to go check it because they were at the convention and me and Sydney were at Texas Fright where we saw them. I think it was the last one, if memory serves. But we were like, okay, let's do our loop and then we'll go back because they had Count Chocula, right? Count Chocula. We went back and of course it was gone.
Gone, yeah.
But look at that great illustrated classics Bram Stoker Dracula book. Look how great that looks.
Yeah.
The Amityville Horror 2, you got to Never Sleep Again candle. But yeah, it's funny because his Alf, when he brought Alf on screen, he was making him talk like he was taking lines from the guy who played Pennywise. What's the actor's name?
Bill Skarsgård?
No, the original.
Oh, Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. It was funny. It was funny. But his stuff is great, man. Like it's nothing but nostalgia. That's all it is.
I'd probably really like that then.
Yep.
And you said he has a YouTube channel.
Purple, yeah, Dinosaur Dracula. I'm telling you, you would be obsessed with it. Once you start watching, you'll be obsessed with it. It's nothing but vintage stuff. He's showing stuff from Maniac Cop 2 here. I love that movie, by the way.
So do I. I have a story about Maniac Cop 3. I remember my grandma didn't want me to rent a horror movie. So I grabbed Maniac Cop 3 and I was like, this is a good movie. Like he's a good cop. I had no idea. I just wanted to see this movie. And she's like, oh, okay. We were in line about to get it. And I was like, no, I don't want this. Cause I felt bad lying. Cause I got out of the horror section because she thought I got out of like the action or something.
Do you like Maniac Cop 3 though?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it years later. I didn't see it then. No.
It takes some twists and turns, but I still think it's a fun movie.
All three of them. I love all three of them. They have that charm. They feel like Darkman, and I'm a huge fan of Darkman.
God bless you. Are you a fan of the sequels with Jeff Fahey?
I do like the sequels, but not as much as the first one.
The first one's my favorite Sam Raimi film, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, same here.
It's so good. That shot of him hanging off the copter at the end, is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
it's a Universal monster movie.
Yeah, I have the teaser poster for it. It says "Who is Darkman?" It's awesome.
Yeah, I was so bummed out because Fright Rags did a run of those, and they're always sold out of them.
Of the shirts?
Yeah, the Who is Darkman shirt. It's always sold out.
I have a hoodie.
I love that movie so much. I'm glad you like it because it's totally forgotten about in terms of like just the people around me. I try not to generalize too much, but like you're the only person I've ever seen that will talk to me about Darkman. It's so I like too. And then the dentist, well, technically the dentist, Dr. Giggles, he's in 3. He's the villain in 3.
He's the villain in the first one too.
He's the villain in the first 2. Jeff Fahey is in 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But the bad guy from The Mummy kind of takes the place of Liam Neeson.
And I believe the second and third one were actually flipped. Like one was filmed before, but came out before. Yeah, it was something weird like that. too.
No, yeah, when those
Yeah.
if that gets a 4K, dude, day one pre-order for Darkman.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if they give you the Who is Darkman, I would hang that
Uh-huh.
on my corner. I love that movie so much. It kicked my ass, dude. That
Uh-huh.
scene where he's like at the carnival and he
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, and you know what's crazy? Earlier this year, the theater I love going to showed it. They were my theater once a month. They show like they do like soundtrack spotlights where they show a movie with a great soundtrack, and that was that month's movie. It was like January.
How many
it was
people were
all
there?
sold out probably.
Really? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Dude, I have the theater I go to is great. They do a cinematary every. I showed you pictures. I was at the Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2 this weekend, and it was great. It was a pajama party, sold out, great time. I love the theater I go to. It's just nothing but movie fans. People dress up, have a great time. Tonight they were showing Class of 84, 1984.
I love that one too. Summer of '84, you said?
No, Class of 84.
Even better.
Yeah, Class of 84, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Class of '84 is one of my favorite. Who directed that? That was
It was
Lester.
Yeah.
Mark Lester.
Something like that. And Josh, is it Josh? It was Alamo Draft House, but something like overnight they changed the name of the theater to the Majestic. So all three Alamo Draft House here turned to Majestics, but it's exactly same owners, same everything. They just changed the name.
Yeah, what? Excuse me. It was Mark Lester that directed that. That movie's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. I have not seen this Class of 99.
Great.
I hear it's good. I hear the sequel to that's not very good.
No, it's part two's not great. I have that in one of those multi DVD packs that Walmart put out years ago. 99, that was really fun. That was came out in like 1990. Vestron did it. You should grab that.
I do want to get it, yeah.
Yeah.
And
it with the slip though, because that slip is it's really shiny.
Yeah. The next movie I'm going to see there is Demon Knight, because I'm a huge fan of Tales from the Crypt, so that's gonna be a fun one.
You know, it'd be funny. You should get the '96 Crypt Keeper. And take it with
Spend $5,000 on it and then buy it a seat.
gotta get 2 tickets. Dude, you'd be the cock of the walk there, though. If you
Dude, I would. People would be taking pictures. Yeah.
Oh man.
See, man, I'm seeing more older movies in theaters now than I am seeing new movies. So people go, "Oh, what's the last movie?" It's like I think the last new movie I saw was, like you said, that last Voyage of the Meter. But no, I saw Meg 2 after that.
Yeah, but that's cool though. Like honestly, like I kind of want to go see They Live tomorrow, but I got too much shit to do. I really do. I got to cut the grass. I got to clean this up. I got to work on this.
Is that a Phantom event?
Fathom.
What I call it? I call it Phantom.
Yeah.
I've been calling it Phantom for years. Phantom of the Opera or Batman Phantom Menace.
Oh man, yeah,
Or
but
Masked
I don't
Phantom.
know. If they did Prince of Darkness, though, I would take off work to go to the theater to see that. I would.
Yeah, man, they're doing. It breaks my heart that I can't go to it. Later this month, they're showing Trimmer, and that's one of my favorite movies, but I just can't make it out to it.
Oh man, unless it's a Marvel movie, the majority of movies will either be streamed or straight to VOD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, in like my theater, they have like great showings when they come out. Like when Cocaine Bear came out, they had a sold out theater with everyone and they do like drawings and stuff where you can like win like stuff that's around them. Like someone carved this whole Cocaine Bear. Like it was this bear that was carved out of wood, and they have like like powder all over it. Someone could win that. It's a great experience. I love it.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. They do some good shit there. I highly recommend it. If you ever, it's Cinematary at the Majestic.
Oh man, any guys, we're ready to hit 2 hours. This has been fun. Cody, you did great tonight, dude. I'm so glad you joined me. And
thanks for having me, man.
The audience, they hung around, guys. We're not done yet. We're gonna do like a final lightning round of questions. Whenever you guys make a comment or a question, let it rip now. We'll go through it. But please drop a like. We still got over 100 people in here. Please drop a like for us. I'd appreciate it. Cody, what do you watch? What's the next thing you're watching? Do you have anything planned, or are you just gonna do a lot of comfort watching right now?
Are you talking about at home or in theaters?
Anything.
I don't know, man. I just got I was gonna go out and get Matilda today on a steelbook, but I did not. And I wanted to get those expendable steelbooks, but I didn't. I'm trying not to spend too much this month. But I do have my best friend's a vampire that I've never seen. So
Oh, you're gonna love it.
I want to check that out.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. And I've been wanting to watch. There's a movie on Netflix called River Wild. It's like a remake to The River Wild.
Really?
I'm a huge fan of The River Wild from the 90s. And, I was talking to people who like that movie and they said it's actually pretty good. And I know it's free on Netflix, or not free, but Netflix.
Nice.
I've been putting that off for a month or so.
Hell yeah. Thoughts on Microwave Massacre? I fucking love that movie.
I've never seen it, but I love the artwork. Dude, and what the guy, the main actor is the voice of the snowman or whatever.
Yep.
From Frosty the Snowman. That's crazy.
Yep. Do you prefer Psycho or American Psycho?
I prefer Psycho.
Same.
And
are
movie,
you getting that box set?
I didn't order it. If there's
Why
some
not?
available, dude, I put
Diabolic DVD.
I put all my eggs in one basket with that Child's Play set. So I was
Fair
like,
enough.
that's my big purchase right now.
Have you watched those yet? Or are they still on the docket?
I haven't watched them. I've been so mad about the way they came.
What happened?
So I filmed an unboxing, and this was a true unboxing. I opened it up, and all my slip covers were damaged. They were like bent in. And dude, so that made the rest of my I opened that in the beginning of the video, and the rest of my video you can tell I'm pissed, and I couldn't think, so I was saying things wrong, so I had to edit the shit out of my video. I was not happy, and then I contact them and they will not get back to me about it. But I've talked to somebody else who had the same issue, and they contacted Scream Factory, and they told him that they are not going to replace those slip covers. And then that person's like, well, I paid the shipping production as I did. And they told them, or they told my friend.
The shipping what? The shipping.
So when you buy from Scream Factory's website, they have this thing that they automatically put on there that's like a shipping protection. It's like
protection. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry, protection. And so you can go down and push it if you don't want it, but it's on there. So he says like, well, what is that shipping protection for? And they replied, not for the slip covers. So I have a feeling there's a bunch of slip covers that are damaged, and they keep getting people emailing them. So that's why they didn't reply to mine. They're like, fuck it, we're just not going to even do this. So I'm not very happy with Scream Factory right now because, like I'm a huge Child's Play fan. Like that's my franchise. You know how you buy everything like Friday 13th, I buy everything the Chucky franchise.
I understand.
So I was so pissed. I bought the pin set too, which I don't give a shit about the pins, but since it's Chucky, I went all out for it. And I'm very upset. Luckily, there are great people here on YouTube and Instagram that have reached out to me to give me theirs. And I've worked out a deal with one of my friends, Vin from Hard Copy Blues. He's giving me his since Scheme Factory is piss poor on their on their customer service.
That's sad.
Yeah, I was so and you can see it in my video, and I was I couldn't think of the word pentagram, so I had to edit the shit out of my stuff.
Oh.
I was not happy. I opened it up, saw it broken. I was like, I don't even want to film a video anymore. But I went through it.
That would ruin me.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, it's on my YouTube channel.
Child's Play is my number one. Alien is my number two. Very nice.
That in video.
CHH, come on, my mouse is acting up. Do you think we will get a sequel to the Texas Chainsaw movie from Netflix? I think we will.
I'm surprised they didn't fast forward that since it did so well on their channel.
Well, it's like they didn't even promote it too. I remember when it came out, the day it came out, I had to actually search it. I was looking on the homepage, like, where's that? Like, I had to go search it.
Or channel.
And then I heard that it did like 1.8 million views.
No, that's crazy.
In like a week. Fucking crazy. Oh man. Are you guys checking out season 3 of Child's Play?
I will, yes.
I haven't
I
watched any of it. I got to get that documentary though about the kid.
It's good. It's good. But you could tell that's more on the lower budget in that a lot of these people were coming to help her, But she interviews some great people. Like even Marlon Wayans is in it,
Really?
Yeah. I don't know his connection, but he was in there talking about Chucky.
Does Cody like Bride of Chucky? That is my favorite one.
I do like Bride of Chucky. Got a lot of love for it. My least favorite is Cult of Chucky. It used to be Seed of Chucky, but Seed of Chucky, I think, is a little higher than Cult of Chucky.
Seed of Chucky, yeah. When I rewatched it, like I realized like it's a satire.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. It's a straight up satire.
Seed of Chucky was the first movie I got kicked out of.
There you go.
For not being old enough.
I tried the Carmella Creeper Monster cereal. I have to say it's the worst cereal I've ever had. Very disappointing.
I have not tried that yet.
I mean, it's certainly the worst monster cereal in my opinion. But that right there, Cody, listen.
I'm looking forward.
It is the goat of Halloween cereal.
I'm excited, man.
I do wish I would have brought that up to you last year. I don't know if we were friends last year, but you got to admit, like him wearing it with the Frankenstein hat is a little bit cooler than that.
Oh yeah.
That's why I framed it, dude.
Yeah, he's like he has like his head is in the water. He's like a shrunken head or all right.
Yeah, it's like a shrunken head or
the big head or what, a shrunken body. But yeah, man, the back has like Toucan Sam and stuff. What are they at? Like trick or treating?
Oh. Any plans for October vids? I don't know. I just a lot of physical media. I know that, and physical media stuff, Halloween stuff. Dude, did you see that? Are you gonna get that Halloween Steelbook trilogy that got announced from Best Buy? I kind of want it.
I want it, but I'm not going to just because I'm saving my money this month, and I already have them all on Steelbook. So it's like I would really like it, but I don't think I'm going to because I have a feeling it's gonna sell out. So I'm not gonna be too sad if I don't get it. But say it's November and it's still around, I'll get it.
I was talking to somebody this morning. I was like, if I can get it retail, I will, but I'm not going to spend a dime over retail. Like if I can get it for what it's worth, retail, that's fine. But
now, if it was like that like if it was like a Stallone collection, like that
Rambo,
I got that was there's no question, question.
Day fucking one. Anyway, we'll do one more question. If you got one more great question, guys, drop it below.
I do want to answer. Is it Bog Zombie? If you want to hear my thoughts on Dylan's new nightmare, I have a video on my channel. I got to see it before. I got to see it before anybody else. So there's a video there if you would like to check it out.
CR says, "Oh yeah, wanted to tell you I bought some wax melts from you recently. The peanut butter kisses is my favorite melt yet. It smells so good. I need to get a bag of the candy now. Yes, you do need a bag of the candy. That's the most childhood favorite candy I had, dude. No words on the wrapper, just black and orange wrappers, right? Oh, they're so good.
I've been melting the caramel apple ones that you released. You released those last year. I couldn't get my hands on them last year.
Yeah, I'm glad you got them. I'm actually melting. I don't know. I think this is old. Did you go to Walmart yet?
I did not.
Dude, go get a warmer.
I saw Mel got a warmer.
She got Walmart. The skeleton. Look.
Yeah, you can only fit one in there, right?
No, this thing's massive. If you get if you get the pumpkin, if you get the pumpkin, it can fit way more. The skeleton, you can take like the skeleton take one cube at a time, but the pumpkin, the pumpkin, you could fit the entire. You shouldn't do this. But the pumpkin, you can fit the whole goddamn wax melt in there.
That's funny.
The pumpkin is beautiful. It's big. Go to Walmart and get them out. It's funny. When we started You Need a Candles, we started it around Halloween time, and a lot of people, they got wax melters during Halloween time, and they got their pumpkin wax melters and their skeleton wax melters, and they became customers during that time. And I tell people, there's still people that have seen You Need a Candles. They're like, those are cool. I wouldn't mind getting one. I don't have a warmer. Go get you up, put it in your horror room.
Dude, and there's like $12. You said it was
$12. Go to Walmart and get one.
I'm going to.
I'm telling you, you'll love it. Get the pumpkin because the pumpkin is a nice big base. It's less. It's the skeletons are cool. I have all of them. I've got this. I got the skeleton, but the pumpkin is my favorite.
Because what I want to do, I want to have it in this room so I can smell it.
Exactly.
I have the one I showed you, my autism awareness one. That's out in my living room. So
yeah, well, I'm telling go to Walmart and get. I'm telling you, they're there, and you'll be like, oh, this is fuck. I should have got this weeks ago.
I just don't frequent Walmart as much as I do like Target or.
I understand. I understand. Well, Walmart's they're the place that has it. So
yeah, I have to make an appearance.
I will make the announcement now for the You Need a Candles fans. This weekend, we're going to have a candle sale. This is the first time we're ever doing a 2-for-1. It's a companion thing. It's a big candle and it's a little candle. You buy them together. Should I just tell them what movie it goes with, Cody? Because you don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
All right, I'll tell you guys. The movie, we've never used this movie with You Need a Candles before. It's a cult hit. It's a franchise. You want to take a guess, Cody? It started in the 70s. It's got fans around the world, but it's still cult. But it's big, but it's cult. It's got an amazing theme song. It's got an amazing theme song.
I'm going to kick myself for not knowing it. I can think of like Jaws. But you've done Jaws before, right?
I haven't done Jaws before. Somebody's going to get it. It's going to be great. We're going to have posts for these made in a day or so.
Phantasm?
That's it. We're doing Phantasm.
Scratch Bruno got that.
Scratch Bruno. So we're going to have a Phantasm melt, and then there's going to be a little melt that comes with it, and it's going to be the sphere melt. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's Phantasm, y'all. So get ready for that. So as soon as Cody gets situated, we'll wrap it up. Are you good?
Yeah, I was good. I was grabbing something real quick. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So everybody, people got it. It's Phantasm, and it's gonna smell like fall. It's gonna smell like pumpkins. They're beautiful. Because I'm excited. So I'm super pumped. So guys, thank you for hanging out tonight. Again, we'll get Brandon will hopefully be back for the next one. He's fine physically. Just keep him in your thoughts. He's got something going on with his family. Nothing immediate danger, but just keep him in your thoughts. I'm not going to say what it is, obviously, because it's private for him, but thank you, Cody, for hanging out tonight, dude. You were a trooper. You were great, and I think the audience had a great time tonight.
Yeah, I had a great time. Thanks for having me, guys. I know I'm not Brandon, but I'm glad you guys settled for me.
You're the cocaine bear, dude.
Dude, it was funny. Last night I was in the stream, and someone, I think it was Saturn Home Video, was like, "Oh, it's the cocaine bear." Nobody knew anything. I was like, everyone's like, "Okay, buddy." Like, they're like, "Oh, you must be a fan of Cocaine Bear."
Oh man, do me a favor, guys, in the chat real quick. Type out "We love the Butterman." I'm gonna screenshot the chat. I'm gonna send it to Brandon in the chat right now. Write "We love the Butterman." I'll give it a second, then I'll take a shot and I'll send it to Brandon, and then we'll wrap it up. Cody, look at this mug I got from Spirit Halloween last year, dude. Look at that. It's a giant Trick or Treat Sam one.
Yes, I have that as well. I put around Halloween, I put those caramel apple suckers in them.
Damn, they're coming. Oh yeah, dude, caramel apple suckers are great. All right, let me get a picture of this so I can send it to Brandon. That's amazing. Butter, love for the butter, man.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. With that being said, thank you for hanging out. Cody, thank you again. I had a great time, man.
Thank you.
I'm in the mood for Taco Bell and Godzilla 98.
I know. when does that come out? The Steelbook?
October 10th.
Okay.
So you got another month to go.
It's coming.
It'll be worth it. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much. Planet Dirty, the Reese's Riptide show. God bless you. And we'll be back before you know it.